Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video today. I'm working on a 6x12 layout for my Chicago album, and when I did my opening page, which is on this side, I totally didn't think about what I was going to do on the other side with a full 6x12 layout because I'm doing pocket pages, but I wanted a nice title page, but then what the heck am I going to do with this on the back? So these are the two photos I've selected to use here. For me, when I take a trip, it starts the second I'm out the door, like on my way to the airport, the train station, whatever I'm doing. So these photos actually show how I got to the airport. I left from Union Depot, which is our bus and train depot in my area, and then took the bus, an express bus from there to the airport. So I have these photos. I'm probably just going to do them top and bottom like that, and maybe center them here or here, I'm not sure. And then I just need to find some nice background paper, embellishments, and probably do a little bit of journaling somewhere. But that's just a lesson that when you do one side of a layout, think ahead maybe a little bit about the other side, because I didn't, and now I have to figure it out as I go. I've selected this paper, and as you can see, it's a very busy background, but I really like the blue that's in it, and the offset color is kind of like a light tan, and I think it works well with what's in this photo. But if I want to use it, I'm going to have to matte these with a very thin border in white or perhaps this tan, and then I'm going to have to add some additional paper somewhere to do the journaling, more than likely, unless I can find a tag or something. So that's where I'm starting. I pulled out two scrap pieces of paper just to see how I think the photos would look in my different options here. And when I look at it like this, I think white, hello camera, focus. Sorry about that. I think white is probably the way to go. I think this very tan, very light craft cardstock color is too much. It blends in too much in the background. There is white here on this sign and in the lights where I think I could get away with it if I used it, so I am going to go with the white cardstock. I have them matted on the white cardstock now, and as you can see, I do think it pops a lot better that way. And I went with 1/4 of an inch. I thought about 1/8, but when I held it up there, it just looked like it was going to be too thin, so I did go with 1/4 of an inch. So these are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Now I have to decide, do I want them exactly centered on the page? Do I want them more centered to the top or the bottom? I'm not sure. So I think before I make that decision, I have to figure out what else I might want to use on the page. So I'm going to go into my travel stash and find some things that might go here. I've pulled out a bunch of stuff from a recent release by Pink Fresh, and it's a collaboration by Everyday Explorers. I don't know if anybody's familiar with them or with her. It's one woman who does the designing, but she designed all these stickers and 3D elements and things to go with this line, and they're very sort of graphic looking, clean designs. And I knew I had these tags, and I thought maybe one of these would work, but as I'm looking at them, the colors aren't great. The only one that might work is this lighter blue one that says fun, but I think it's probably actually too much blue, and then it's got kind of a city street pattern in there, map pattern. I think that would be too much, so I don't think, sadly, that any of these are going to work. So I think I'm going to have to pull something out of one of these. There are a couple of options I could use for journaling. This one has a reddish tint to it. There is red here. This is more orange, so that concerns me a little bit, but I'm not going to rule it out. So I have that. There's also this one, but again, it's a lighter blue. That's a lot of blue in one layout. So I don't know. I'm going to snoop through here and see if I can find anything decent. So, clarification, I misspoke before. It is not Everyday Explorers that did this collaboration. It's in a Creative Bubble. They have a similar aesthetic, so if you like the way these look, both of those product companies are definitely for you. So I didn't find anything in there that would work for the journaling part that I want, but I decided to grab out just my general stash of tags, and in there I found this one, just a plain white tag, which would be perfect. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take the tag and, well, no, you know what? I like it better this way, I think. Yeah, this way. I'm going to put it down here. I'll probably have to cut off a little bit. I don't want them like straight in a line like that. That looks weird to me. I want this a little off center, so I'll probably clip off a little bit, and then I can do my journaling right on the tag. I can embellish over here. I may add some stuff up here. I've got a lot of dead space here, and I found something in that product line I do want to use that's not journaling though. I want to use this sticker here. This says good for one solo adventure, because I was flying solo on this one. And the colors work, but I'm going to have to probably mat it with something or layer something else behind it, because again, that's a lot of blue. So I'll have to get creative with it, but I'll find a way. When I was looking through this container again, on this side I keep all types of circular elements, and so I had all of these, and I found one that was in this kind of orangey coral color, and I think that will bring out the color in this building nicely. So I'm going to tuck that in somehow, and then I'm going to layer this sticker over the top of it. Here you can see that I did my layering. I just let enough of the color peek out so that it brings this together, and then I put the sticker on top. I love the way it looks. Now, for the next part, I think I normally do my journaling off camera, but I think I need to do my journaling here because I'm going to have to layer some things around this to make it work, or possibly even maybe stamp somewhere around my journaling. So I need to do the actual writing first to figure out how that's going to go together. So that is my next step. I completed my journaling, but I have to show you what happened first. I did it over here the first time and realized, oops, I didn't leave room for cutting off the edge, so I had to redo it on the other side. So it was a mistake, oops, but I was able to fix it. So when I attach it, it'll be like this, and I'll cut off the edge. And actually, I can do that part right now, so I might as well. That just shows you, though, making mistakes is okay. All right, let's see here. I want to leave some room in case I want to overlap anything. So maybe about there. I think that looks good. And then I'll grab my scissors here and I will just cut off the part that I don't need. And there you have it. I was trying to figure out something that I might have that would be this color, and I remembered that I recently bought some digital files from, I think it was Studio Calico, and I had these in there. It's a bunch of tags, and there's this one which is pretty close to that color, and it says a new adventure, which is perfect. So I just need to clip out the ends there, and then I can figure out a way to attach it. So I've cut out the ends there, and I just want to give you a tip if you haven't tried it. I have a hard time cutting these little edges here to make sure that they're round and perfect. So I don't cut them by hand. What I do is I take my Crop-A-Dile and I just choose which side is more appropriate. And then I put it in, about halfway till it lines up. And I just cut a circle, really, and then it comes out like that. So it's kind of the cheater's way of doing it, but it makes my life a lot less stressful. So now that I have this, I think I'm going to overlap it in this space here. That's perfect that I have some dead space there. But what that means is that I've got these kind of lined up, so I need something on this side to give myself a visual triangle. So I will still have to find some kind of embellishment or something that's going to go over here. So I went back to some of these stickers from the Pink Fresh line, and I'm looking at this one, and it has some of that orange and coral tone and some blue. Actually, you know what? As I'm looking at it, maybe this one is better. Maybe the photo record is better because it's got the darker orange and that. Let's see. Let's hold it up and try it. Yeah, I don't think I like that lighter blue. I think I'm going to go with this one. So let's see, if I want a visual triangle, it needs to be about here, which is okay because I've got some dead space there. So I think there. How about that? All right, I like it. I do think I'm going to add one final thing, and that's a rhinestone over this opening here because I don't like how the paper peeks through, and then it'll give it a little bit of bling. I've attached a rhinestone, and when I was looking through my colors, really the only option was just to do a clear one because none of the other colors really would work with it. So I did attach that there. I also noticed upon looking closer that this is actually an off-white, which normally I might not like that. It actually works well. I didn't even notice it at first, but it brings out this tone in the background, but still works with the white. So that worked out well. Happy accident. And I think this one's done, so I'm going to put it in the page protector. All right, and there it is. There's my second layout done for Chicago. Thanks for watching, everyone.